a premium. So we have the equilibrium tells us that all the way up here, we are in a premium. And the final thing we're looking for is a price imbalance, otherwise known as an FVG. So with the price imbalance, it's here, right? So let me just remove this. There is the price imbalance right there. So this becomes your level like this. This is your FVG. And for the key level, I will draw the candle before, right? So the candle before the price imbalance becomes the key level. So that's me following all 4 steps, right? So structure, targeted liquidity, equilibrium, and price imbalance. Only then do we get to our key level, right? So I want you to think of this as you need to climb up all 4 steps in order for you to correctly position yourself in the market, right? At the key level. So positioning is the first sort of thing. That's the first thing. So once we have our positioning, right, this then gets us our key level. And so from Wednesday, the 8th of April, this was a key level purely because of the price action we saw here. So I've made a separate video on this, so I'm not going to go over it. But here we saw, here specifically, and here, we saw that sellers were in control, right? That's why we had the shorts coming down here, because sellers were actively in control. So let me break down what I mean by sellers are in control. So everything comes down to frameworks, right? So positioning, now we're moving on to price, right? Specifically, once you have a key level, you want to read the price action inside the level to make any kind of decision. And so what I mean by reading price action specifically is you need to have a way of actually understanding what the markets are doing. And this is where I see so many traders going wrong, is that they try and use almost any concept other than order flow to try and do it. And there's no way you can read the price action without understanding order flow. So I'll repeat that again. There is no way you can read the price action without having an understanding of order flow, right? So the quicker you can get over this in 2026, the faster your progression will be, right? Just get over the fact that you need to understand order flow and footprint charts, right? It's not some new strategy. It's not some secret fancy tool. It's not a bot. It's not some algorithm. It's not even a secret at this point, right? Footprint charts have been around for years. I am surprised not more people are using them. But generally speaking, footprint charts are the only way for you to read price in the long term, right? Long term means if you want to stay here consistently and have like some kind of consistent results or some kind of consistent understanding, having footprint charts will be the only thing that will get you there long term. So just try and understand that. You don't have to understand that now, but it is what it is. So when it comes to reading price action, right, it comes down to the real-time reading blueprint. And so the word read, of course, is very important. That's why I've put it into an acronym so you can remember. And the phrase real time is important, right? Because the truth is, right, I've spoken to some traders who, what they'll do is they'll try and find a daily bias, right? They'll try and find some kind of daily bias. So what traders often do is they try to find a daily bias, which is not necessary.